Hey, what's up, y'all? It's D about to react to this vid. It's titled Drake confronted DJ Akademiks over mall beef and disrespecting him. Oh, not Drake taking up for his head angel. Alright, I thought Ak was the head angel, but no. Drake is letting Ak know he the side chick. And that Maul is the main. Maul is the main. So he like, nah, I'm not gonna let you play with Maul like that. That's crazy. I know this hurts Ak. Let's see exactly what took place with this interaction. Also, speaking of Drake, I reacted to all 3 of his albums up on my Patreon. Check it out, link down below. Join the Patreon, support your girl. But yeah, let's see what happened with them. Let's watch.
Boy, here we go, you guys. Drake is finally addressing the elephant in the room when it comes to his top 2 agents in media, DJ Akademiks.
Drake needs to mind his business though and stay out of it. Ak and Maul been beefing for years. Like this ain't got nothing to do with you. All right, they just don't rock with each other. They got a long history. So why are you trying to get in the middle and tell Ak what he needs to be saying and how he can't talk to Maul like that? Be quiet. The hell, just be happy they both supporting you and stay out of it. It's not about you.
Maul. Now both these guys actually made it to the 6 for Drake's album promo. DJ Akademiks was featured in episode 4 and Maul, well, he was there for the tail end of the live promotion.
Oh yeah, Drake is here. He made it. He finally made it. Because Drake was dodging Ak for a very long time. Ak has been, putting in work and really making sure the world knows that he loves Drake, and he's been promoting him for free, all that for many years. So the fact that he wasn't giving Ak an interview or really even acknowledging him, it was pretty shady. But finally Ak has gotten his flowers, all right?
Now, Maul has known Drake for a very long time. He's actually been in Drake's inner circle for a minute now. And to be honest with you guys, I'm actually surprised that Drake hasn't addressed this sooner. Especially when Akademiks was really going at it with Rory and Maul.
Yeah,
now, yesterday on his live stream, Akademiks revealed that while he was kicking it with Drake in Toronto, Drake actually confronted him about beefing with Maul and told him, bro, Maul is my guy and I would love for you to drop the beef with him.
I'm sitting down with Drake. I don't even know if I should say it. I'll say it, I guess. I'm sitting down.
Go on, my brother.
And yo, he looks at me, and actually, this is the most surprising thing ever. He says, "Ak, there's one guy that you beef with that I wish you never beef with. Like, I don't like that beef." And I swore he was gonna say Lil Baby. Actually, I might have said that. He's like, I don't care.
Oh.
Yo, he said it was Maul. I was like, oh man.
So y'all not good? So you guys ain't good?
Who?
No.
They made Maul.
This is the first time Ak said his name right.
Yeah, he called him Mealy Maul. He usually call him Mealy, okay? I would tell Drake, mind your business.
That's a big fact.
And Drake has the audacity, first off, because you are beefing with so many people right now. And, in your eyes, it's up for life. You don't even want to talk about it. What you said, you don't even want to sit down with Farrakhan, and you don't even want to, think about reconciling with them. So why would you act out of Ak when you got that same petty spirit and holding on to grudges and not wanting to make up with people? That's very hypocritical, buddy. Just saying.
Anyway, and so but he understood my angle and shit like that. He kind of even knew some of the stuff before. He's like, I kind of get it, but it's like, I just wish you guys weren't.
Now, I do have a theory that Drake is not realizing just how valuable Maul is in media, especially after leaving and branching off from the Joe Budden podcast 5 years ago to now having his own platform with Rory. He's seen Maul go viral for defending him. During the beef, Drake was relaying information to Maul for him to put out there to either support or deny any narrative that's out there about him. And right now, to be honest with you guys, I can confidently say that Maul has officially become the go-to person for Drake. He's officially surpassed DJ Akademiks as the guy people look to for any inside source about Drake. If Maul and Akademiks both put out news today about Drake, most people are likely to believe Maul over Akademiks. And Drake knows that. He knows there's power in having a spokesperson in the media that can pretty much put out any information for you anytime you want. So it's actually very smart and to the benefit of Drake for him to tell Akademiks to squash his beef with Maul. Why not have two media personality is working for you. I don't need you to keep dissing Maul and killing his credibility in the media.
I don't think this really helps Drake though as much as he thinks it does. I think people look at Maul like a clown because he be dick riding way too hard to the point where it's like, all right, you just saying anything and you sound so dumb. You know, it don't even be reasonable. His takes aren't reasonable sometimes when it comes to his bias for Drake. I've even reacted to, you know, many things that he said over here on this reaction channel. So yeah, is he really a valuable connect? I don't really know, because it's like, it's cool if you have sources or whatever, you know people personally, you can relay certain information, but when you're so biased to the point where you're blinded by everything and it's Drake, gobble gobble you know, that's what it gives. And it's like, I don't want to hear from you, honestly, because you're not being fair with the things that you say in your takes. Like, it's just stupid, you know. So yeah, I don't think it's as valuable as he thinks, but whatever.
Amongst the fans, no. Akademiks is the only person in media that disses Maul. So once he stops dissing Maul, now people are really going to start taking him seriously. Now, do I think Akademiks is going to listen to Drake?
I don't agree with that. What type of take is that? If if he stops dissing Maul, then people will take him more seriously? Huh? Nobody give a fuck about Maul. Okay, sure, he's the closest media person to Drake. Ooh, like, so? Like, I don't think that's gonna elevate Ak in his career if he stops beefing with Maul. I don't agree with that at all, but whatever.
With Maul, yes, absolutely. It might not be now, but eventually, I think it's going to happen. First off, Akademiks never really had a personal issue with Maul. His beef was actually with Rory, and Maul just happened to be collateral damage. Secondly, both these guys want to make Drake look good. Especially with these 3 albums he just dropped, they want to see Drake back on top again. They want to see Drake win, especially when it comes to media. Media shapes narratives, and not only because of their loyalty to Drake, but it also helps their platforms. If you guys remember, part of the reason why Complex put Rory and Maul on that list is because of the breaking news information that Maul was giving out on Drake, which, funny enough, Akademiks actually flamed Maul for. During his interview, Akademiks
Maul has given us wrong information before. I remember reacting to it. I don't remember what the details were. And was it concerning Drake? I think it was. I don't remember. But he's definitely been wrong about a lot of stuff.
Maul does not deserve a spot in the top 10, all because of his close proximity to Drake.
7th spot, your good brothers. Shout out to Rory and Maul, man.
Man, throw this list away, bro.
Bugging. So let me give the case.
Are y'all serious?
Before your bias comes in, let me.
Yo, Kirk, my bad. You could go.
Yo,
move up. Yo, what?
Take your sip before your bias steps in. Let me explain why they're at number 7. Now, last year, Rory and Maul were at number 9, so they moved up a few spots, mainly because, similar to yourself, Maul has been looked at as a legitimate source for Drake news because he is also close with Drake. So in this extended period of time where we've been waiting for this album, he says something.
Drake's being here now.
This is real. This is real. And could you, like, bias aside, beat that ass? When Maul says something, it's reported as if it's fact, or as at least it's reported on. Is that not true?
Yo, can I get some more Drake? Like, real talk. Like, I ain't gonna lie. These niggas is wild. You know?
We'll take it beat by beat. But first,
just put some.
So look, let's take this one beat at a time. All right. Like I said, when Maul says something about Drake, it creates a news cycle. Yes or no? Let's just start there. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. That in and of itself is power. Yes or no? Yeah. More power, I would say, than the people who are below them. No. Kirkle doesn't create news based on new information. That's not true. No one below them have generated the same frequency of news, even before Cole dropped. Maul said that someone big is going to drop within the next week or 2. And literally, I made a video about it.
Broken clock theory.
Explain.
Let me just explain what I think y'all niggas is bugging the fuck out.
Clock theory means?
So, who was number 1 last year? The big guy?
It was Kai.
Was Kai? What the fuck? Anyway,
Yeah.
What was the year before?
Yeah, I think year before was you.
Exactly. Okay. That's my point. When I got awarded number 1 spot based on everything I was doing, we're coming off of the Drake and Kendrick beef that everybody in the world cared about. Is the biggest beef ever. And based on how I was interjected into the situation and whatever, my proximity to whatever, or me getting mentioned on these records or me getting sampled, fine. That to me was a very worthy acknowledgement of everyone in the culture. It's been 2 fucking years now, okay? You're telling me that because this motherfucker still talks to Drake, he's just top 10? That's not, come on, that's Dick Riding. No, brother, listen, everybody used to talk to Drake. Drake just cut everybody off. I can't really name their accolades outside of that. You said, oh, well, he cut.
That's very valid.
Like speculated about Cole. He was wrong. so
yeah, I think it was Cole.
There's nothing he's been right about except Drake. And this new, Drake is my man thing came out after the battle. It's 2 years old, brother. I talked to Drake yesterday. Does it matter? It doesn't matter.
Unfortunately,
you got to start putting up points.
No, if something that you say creates enough noise and attention when people report it, that's power. Right or wrong, whether he was right or wrong in his reporting, people still reported what he said. That is power.
Knowing our release date, who cares?
That's where
we're gonna end up finding out when it dropped anyway. I don't need no inside source to tell me, who about to drop. I don't care. when it drops, it'll drop. I'm not really, looking to anybody to follow just so they could give me some dates of maybe in a couple months this person will drop. It's not that serious. That don't make
There's
them.
a disagreement with me. Okay, right? Because I mentioned the thing about those pages that might just say anything, right? And by the way, let's be very clear. One of those pages, they put out something that people thought was close to being true, but they were a fake page. I'm not saying everything this guy says is fake. True. What I'm saying is that with acknowledging that he has some association with Drake, I have some association with Drake. If he said Drake told him something, I wouldn't say he's a liar. But you can't tell me that a dude is going to be on the All-Star team or he's going to be on the first fucking the first team at the end of the year, and it says, what did he do?
No Drake.
When you look at me, I'm putting up. Listen, every year, even this year, I'm like, I got to put up 70. I'm moving around. This guy, again, obviously I don't fuck with him. I'm also objective. They deserve to be on there the year that the battle was there. If I'm still getting accolades for the battles, I'm not that good of a media personality. Cut that out. That shit is done.
I agree.
Yo, you being cool with Drake, congratulations. Everybody else, who cares? Tell me a Rory opinion beyond anything that, Drake said this to me that you care about. Do they like something? Do they hate something?
I agree with Ak 1,000%. And I don't think he's just saying this just because. I feel like he really believes this because in him hyping himself up and saying he's, one of the top media people, I have never heard him say that that's because he knows Drake or that he has talked to Drake or Drake has told him stuff before. He's never said that. And although I said that Drake has been kind of dodging him, it's more so Drake hasn't really given him an interview, but he's talked to Drake multiple times. So, he has had some type of connection to Drake and, connect to Drake, but he has never brought that up as, one of his accolades and being like, this is why I'm so hot because I know Drake. So that even being a factor is so corny. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, any other opinion that you've ever seen people care about. And that's my thing.
Same with Joe Budden. Nobody says that, he's one of the top hip-hop media personalities because he knows this person or that person or has this connect with. Nobody ever says that. So the fact that they're doing that with them is very strange, or Miles specifically.
Qualified for the list 2 years ago. That's strange. The battle era. We're 2 years posted. And you're saying a motherfucker is top 10 just because he still talks to one of these guys? These guys have to have opinions. Break news. Again, you can break news obviously with the guy you're cool with. But what outside of that you do?
So you're saying that the Drake of it all shouldn't be the only qualifying factor. And I can agree with that. That is a valid point. However,
because if that's what it is,
it shouldn't be a factor at all.
If that's what it is, I'm the greatest media personality of all time. If that's what it is.
It's not just that.
And I don't think that, with all due respect to Drake, even this whole album cycle, and I said this publicly, I'm keeping myself out. I don't want to report, I want to be a fan. I don't want to be the media personality that's just a Drake media personality. What the fuck? You can't be a legend just riding another nigga's back.
Listen, also, faulty comparison because you keep comparing them to you. And they're
on the same list.
You're 1, they're 7. Bro, what are we talking about?
Bro, I slipped down to 7. I slipped down 1 year. I don't really do... Bro, we're on the same list.
Look, at the end of the day, this is your list.
You gotta put up numbers.
The only thing I'm trying to do is take your bias.
I got mad moments.
Take your bias out of it. Think about this. These two guys ask questions.
So I very rarely agree with Ak, but I agree.
You tell me.
They signed a Netflix deal. They're on Netflix right now. They're not on YouTube.
About Charlamagne 2 million.
No. You think they got that deal?
I can watch it on Netflix.
Of course not. No disrespect to my good brothers Rory Mal. No disrespect to Rory Mal. I'm not gonna go to a different platform. That's a different issue. What I'm saying is they didn't get that deal off the strength of Mal's relationship with Drake. Beyond that,
I don't hear them being discussed otherwise, other than Mal's bad takes.
Beyond their music opinion commentary, they still have entertaining enough commentary to people beyond yourself that helps them generate views on a weekly basis that beyond the battle help them remain relevant? Yes or no?
Yeah, hold on. Respect. Maybe you're not the person I should have this conversation with.
I'm asking you, like, where are their numbers down? That's what I'm asking you.
Their numbers are up from when they were like starving before Drake and battle.
Not starving.
But in reality, if we're talking about all the people who are top tier podcasters or media personalities, they're not in the top 10.
Well, that
I agree. And no shade to them. I mean, Maul is annoying, but, other than that, I don't have an issue with them at all. So this is no, disrespect, but it's just like, what have they done in the media space that makes them so memorable or that stands out compared to their peers? Like I said, Joe and Ak, like, I don't know why they would be in the top 10 at all. I don't keep up with them, but I don't ever see them going viral for having some super interesting or hilarious takes. I see Joe going viral all the time, Ak, but not them. So it is interesting that is the main thing that they are hyping them up for, is that, oh, well, Maul knows Drake. Like, so? And he's like, oh, well, how would they get a Netflix deal? Sir, you don't know how the industry works. If you got connects, and look, Drake is a big fucking connect. I'm not saying he was behind their Netflix deal. I don't fucking know what's going on behind the scenes, but if you know the right people, some big shit can happen for you, okay? You can become very successful just because you know the right people who are high up, and they can, recommend you to get certain shit. So I don't think that's proof enough, like, oh, they got a Netflix deal. Like, there have been so many really unfunny, terrible comedians who have gotten Netflix specials and all type of shit. That doesn't mean they're good or they're in the top 10 of comedians. It just means that, they might have some good agents or some good connects. Like, so I don't think that's proof enough at all. So yeah, I agree with Ak 1000%. But yeah, I guess Drake and Maul is like this, and he telling Ak, hey, I would like if you don't beef with him. Mind your business. But yeah, interesting overall. Y'all let me know what y'all think though, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Thanks.